We have people sharing with us today who have been in the profession for 10, 20, 30 years. And we also have people who have been in network marketing or direct sales for only a few years. And I didn't know much about this next gal. I knew that she was a force to be reckoned with, but Kara Hinton lives in Kentucky. She's been married for 20 years to her husband, Tim, and they have a son, Austin, who's 18. She came to longevity via Jamberry about 1 year ago. And what a ride it's been. As many of you know, change is not easy for a lot of people, but what Kara Hinton knows is that you can't get stuck in the hard, her words. She was in pharmacy billing for 16 years until she moved into radio sales. That career lasted 1 month. Yep, 1 month, and she was fired. Thankfully, a friend showed her Jamberry and showed her how much she was making in Jamberry. And she actually jumped in with both feet. And she loved Jamberry so much that she went back and got her cosmetology license. She fell into nutrition by accident because she loved the hydration product so much, and hence her tagline, hydration with the Hintons. She loves going to flea markets and sharing the hydration products. And her philosophy is to share one stick at a time. Just last year, in September of 2019, she was able to stop driving a school bus in order to focus on her network marketing business. And she's here to show us her success, which is rooted in embracing challenges. And a secret admirer of hers said, "I love Kara because she is real, generous, and kind." With that, I introduce Kara Hinton.
Wow, thank you so much, Miss Denise. You would not know from that you really didn't know who Kara Hinton was. So thank you so much. What an honor to be here with you guys today, my friends. When Miss Denise asked me to share just a few minutes on a strategy that has helped this crazy Hinton step up to success, I was super, super excited to do that. So there's one strategy I want to share with you guys, my friends. It is that you belong, you don't fit in. Say it with me. You belong, you don't fit in. I'm going to recap some of what Miss Denise said, but I'm going to tell you that my journey started in 2015 with a ton of amazing girlfriends, some who are on this very call today and have warmed my heart seeing their faces in the world of Jamberry. I was seeking a place to fit in after I had lost that 16-year career in corporate America. I was crushed. However, it wasn't until 2017, 2 years after my journey had begun, that I really learned to shine differently. And that year, we experienced our first of many acquisitions by a company that stood for hydration with a purpose. I thought the owners were great, but the ideal was crazy, and my family hated water. Hated it. But what I didn't realize was that my passion for hydration was quickly going to come to fruition when I decided to stop fitting in. Hold on to those words, women. Stop fitting in. I stepped out of my comfort zone, a step that required struggle and hustle and me to dig deep inside to the adrenaline to wonder if I could make it in this health and hydration world that was coming my way. Now, did I get looked at differently because I wasn't following the status quo? Absolutely, I did. Have you ever wondered in your journey where you're at right now today? Am I outside of that status quo? Well, my advice to you is to do exactly what I did to get me through. Put your head down and get to work. See what you can accomplish if you don't fit in. We were all born unique. And over time, we've been influenced by society to fit in, the normal, if you may. And we've all heard that a lot this year. However, I want you to ask yourself, what is the best that can happen if I'm brave enough to be me? What is the best that can happen if you're brave enough to be you? I'm telling you today that you have everything you need to be successful in longevity. It's you, my friends. As my journey continued, we experienced, yep, you called it, another acquisition. And of course, this time I made every excuse why it wasn't going to work, why I couldn't do it. I was done. But those were all excuses that I came up with. So they made sense to me. They didn't make any sense to my husband, who is my rock. So I dug deep and made the choice to remain authentic. That's a big word. It was a symbol that those crazy Hintons, you'll hear that a lot, had created to say who we were, not who was acquiring us. I had to be authentic, to see the invisible, to do the impossible. Now, one thing you'll learn about me as you get to know me is that I love to ask myself tough questions. I don't always love the answer that I get, but I love to ask myself tough questions. So I want you to ask yourself this. Are you built for this business? Wow. Are you planted with your seeds in your passion to have big dreams? This number one question I've had to ask myself many times in my journey. I never want to wonder what is coming. I always want to know that I have the ability to be brave, to make this adventure work for me, not me work for it. I again had to belong to be able not to fit in. It's time for you today on this Saturday to promise yourself that you're going to belong. You're not going to fit in. It's time for you to have strong work ethics. There has been some amazing things shared. I hope you've been taking notes to give you big visions to set your heart on fire. Miss Denise told you in 2019, I took the biggest, scariest step in my journey. And I am proud to say that I did face that fear. Thanks to my husband who pushed me along, I quit my job of driving a school bus to be able to be a full-time entrepreneur. I wanted to belong in my world, not fit in. Did I have what it took to build this business? Well, it was time to step up, be brave and see. As entrepreneurs, we don't have a boss. We don't punch a time clock to keep track of our hours. But the minute we give that power to others is the minute we start to fit in. Now, I know there will always be someone in MLM that is smarter and richer and stronger and has more education than this little Hinton. But I am brave enough to say they cannot outshine me because I will never stop my journey. Just when I was comfortable being me, guess what happened? Another acquisition. Expect the unexpected. It's my favorite quote. This time, this step took me to take action. Action that would help me remain constant with my thoughts, which were my roadmap to success. Intentions to know I would be uncomfortable with the comp plan and the building structure and the leadership, but that I had to be responsible for me to do more, to be better. I want everyone on this call to write down 3 words with me. Be, do, have. Be, do, have. You have to be brave by doing what makes you different to have the success here at Longevity that you want. You have to be brave by doing what makes you different to have the success here at Longevity that you want. As I close today, I want to challenge each of you that if you're not a leader, step up. If you're not an influencer, write down those goals like Yolanda told you and make them happen. Be a game changer. Be the person that hunts down their goals with gazelle intensity and doesn't fit in any longer. You see, it's when you refuse to fit in, my friends, that you no longer play it safe. That you find your true, authentic self here at Longevity and you can shine. I want to challenge you to write your story. Write the story where you belong. It has been a huge honor. I love all of you in Longevity.
Tears in my eyes. That, I mean, just the lyrics on that: dream, see, write, live your own story, right? I mean, that's all of us. Live it out loud. You know, you got to decide, who are you going to be in the world, and don't let anybody dim your light. You are worthy of everything. You can have it all. You know, it's a lie if you believe anything differently. Kara, thank you so much. You got me choked up.